So modernizing processes is a company which bridges the gap between business consultants and software developers. We basically understand the business processes in detail and then figure out how technology can help solve those problems. And specifically one problem which is called process debt. Process debt basically is the concept where whenever there are some issues inside the process which require people to pay attention to or require a lot of time to be spent on, if there's a lot of process debt inside your business operations, you will face a problem in managing your timelines, managing your quality, or managing your costs. And to keep all these three things in check, you need to ensure that your process debt is at the lowest possible. And if you see any big startups that have scaled up beyond a point, they have ensured that their processes are super optimized. And that's exactly what the company does. We modernize processes. The first thing that we'll always do is identify process debt in your processes. So we'll start with a very detailed quiz, understand what your problems are. We'll start documenting them in the right way. And eventually we will create very detailed flowcharts for you. That is going to be more like a process architecture. Once we create that, only then we'll identify where are the places where there is possibility of improving the processes. Now, once that is created, that is structured, we know which process should we take up in order to improve so that you get the best ROI. And then we start automating that using the best technologies in the world that are possible. So we end up leveraging a lot of AI, we leverage a lot of no code, and whatever tech stack is needed to ensure that your process is optimized at the fastest possible time. As a viewer, you will first get to understand how exactly we identify process debt. Even before that, we'll explain a lot more about process debt in itself. In the last 4+ years, we've done it for a lot of different companies across different industries. So we know what different types of process debt exists. We have created a complete detailed understanding of that. So we'll help you understand where all are the places where process debt exists. Then we'll teach you how to identify that. And then eventually we'll teach you how to eliminate that as well. You must have heard of the concept atomic habits. The way atomic habits is a concept for your daily life. In order to improve your daily life, your personal life, we are trying to talk about atomic processes. Atomic process is a concept to improve your professional life. Atomic habits also talks about solving one habit at a time. One very minute habit. That's why the name atomic comes in. The same way we talk about solving one process at a time in a very minute manner. But when you do a lot of them, they end up stacking together, becoming a bigger ecosystem of processes. And eventually, it will become really atomic. We have worked in the manufacturing space, in the real estate space, in the venture capitalist space, with a lot of startup owners, with the restaurants, various different industries. I am actually a very lazy entrepreneur and I come from a mechanical engineering background. Hence, my knowledge of processes and logic is really strong, but I couldn't implement my logic on machines. Hence, I decided to implement my logic on technology. Modernizing processes is a medium to ensure that business owners can improve their bottom line. We are actually going to be working with the top bracket of the revenue generators or economic generators of the country. They are the SMEs. SMEs, and usually SMEs are run by family-owned businesses. Now, these businesses usually hit a plateau with their scale. So we are going to discuss a lot of things with them, figure out their problems, their process debts, and solve that. And a lot of you will be in this particular bracket who will be able to watch these videos, understand what is possible, how do you solve it, and how do you scale up.